What's going on, family? Y'all already know what time it is. Your boy PoneStrilla. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Once again, the living room commander has been in the Math Hoffa show for part 2. And I just wanted to correct Hassan briefly on a comment that he made, where he said that he fell out with Five God because of the K-Flock situation and how he had mentioned that people have failed K-Flock. People around him didn't protect him. They let him be in that predicament. And I feel like that's a false statement. And anybody that's been paying attention knows that. And the reason being is because Haas put out a lot of information that was just not supposed to be on the internet. It's not supposed to be spoken about. And that kind of goes to show you what kind of person Haas is. He never made at least a GoFundMe or gave the public any type of information how they could help Five God in any way or anything like that. And I feel like if you have a friend that's going through something, that's the least that you can do. You can at least tell the public, hey, here's how to help such and such. If you really want to help, this is what you could do. You could send letters, or you can, whatever. You can help out with a lawyer, blah, blah, blah. Anything of that magnitude, I feel like would have helped Five God way more than Haas putting out the wrong information. And if I was in Five God's shoes, I would have done the same thing. I would have took myself out of that predicament. I don't want to be in a predicament where somebody that's quote unquote close to me, that's supposed to be my friend, is putting out information where it could harm me. Whether it's true or not, it could harm him. Even if it's false, it can still harm him. So that's just my take. Like, Haas, just don't try to change the narrative. Let's be real. Let's be real with ourselves. Be real with yourself. That's why you fell out with Five God, because you put out the wrong information. Also, another comment towards my last video. Anything that I speak about, I'm just trying to paint a picture of the difficulties of growing up in the Bronx. You know what I mean? It's very difficult to grow up in the Bronx when you're in high school, middle school, or any type of public school setting. Very difficult. And of course, I wouldn't speak on a situation if it could harm me in today's time. I wouldn't do that. I'm not trying to glorify anything that I've done or anything negative. When I do speak on something that's actually negative, I'm trying to paint the picture for those that don't live in the Bronx or don't live in New York of how life is in the Bronx currently. You know what I mean? I'm not a dummy. I'm not gonna incriminate myself in any way. I'm trying to live a positive life, and I've been on that same note for years already. So, it is what it is. Some people might find my comments offensive. Some might think I'm speaking negative. But in all honesty, I'm just trying to paint the picture for those that don't live in New York. I can't please everybody. I read all the comments. I see what you guys are saying. But again, I just can't please everybody. And my apologies for not being able to please everybody. Once again, we are on a positive note. I think the Bronx is a great place. But like I did mention in my last video, you have to be very smart nowadays to keep yourself out of trouble. Just being around the wrong people for a little bit too long, can put you in a predicament where you have to, watch out for yourself. And again, You know, I'm just trying to paint the picture of what it's like to live in New York. I'm not glorifying negativity in any way. I'm not trying to. I don't have a reason to. You know, we're trying to put a positive message out there. And again, I can't please everybody, but you know, somebody's got to paint the picture of what the Bronx is like now, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to paint for you the picture of what New York is like, what the Bronx is like, what it's like growing up, you know, the difficulties of growing up in the Bronx, some of the things that you have to experience growing up in the Bronx, you know, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Things that I had to deal with back in the day, you know, sometimes you just got to defend yourself. You know, you got to stick up for yourself, and you got to stick up for what's right. You know, thankfully nobody was harmed in a big way, because it could have been a different story for me. You know, and thank God that wasn't the case. You know, so again, I can't please everybody, but we're just trying to paint the picture of what life is like in the Bronx. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Stay positive. Have a blessed day. I'm out of here.